Hello writers, LAC 480, Fall 2018, and this is week 6 of the course, and we're heading towards writing. But before we do that, we still have some preliminary stuff to do. This week is going to be a bit heavy. Don't wait till the last minute, because there are quite a few things to do, but again, it's in preparation, and that's the drill. If you have questions or problems, let me know beforehand. So let's go on to Blackboard and look at discussion number 6. So this week you're going to add 5 new resources. So now you have 15. Alright, you can modify the first 10 that you have, but these are the 15 that you have so far. They may not even be the 15 that you use for your paper, but we do urge that you go out and get your hands dirty and start reading and see what's good and what isn't. Alright? So you're going to be sending those 15 sources now, and make sure you're clear on which ones are the new ones, because that helps all of us out here. And the second thing is to read the Bedford Handbook. Again, the Bedford Handbook is available online. So I have this link right here, and it says we say to look at sketching a plan. So section 1D right there. So section 1D is here, drafting a plan, and it tells you, it's very short outline, but it tells you how to write an outline, okay? And so that's what we're going to be heading towards. So they have a sample outline over here. You can see that they start with the thesis, and they have these divisions here. Alright, I'll go over that in a few seconds in a bit more detail. Also, read section 6D. Again, another short one. Begin by identifying your purpose and context. So you may not even have an idea why you're writing this paper or why you chose the subject. So you want to understand the truth about a subject. You're the reporter, okay? And then 6E, you view your audience as a panel of jurors, that they're the experts. So you want to be talking to the experts. That's what a research paper does. When we, professors, or whatever you want to call us on a good day, have to write a paper, we send it to a journal, and the journal is basically a peer reviewed journal, and it's exactly that. It's reviewed by peers, people who know the subject. So they'll write questions and they'll send it back to us saying you're full of it, change this, or you're saying you're pretty darn close, or so on. So that's why you're doing these papers and sending it on the discussion board. Okay? So think of your audience as peers. Alright? Not your friends, they could be your friends, but these are your peers in the same subject. So you have to be at a high level of speaking, writing, and editing. Alright? Going back to the discussion board. So those are the sections here. Now, after you've done your 5 new resources, the next thing is to draft an outline for your paper. Alright? So in the Easy Writer it's 2D, and the Easy Writer looks like this. So this is available. So I made a sheet, and I'll show you where it's available. So you put your thesis statement here. Alright, you have your thesis statement already done. You've done that last week. Okay, then you have your main ideas, second main. This is not just 2 main ideas. You may have 3, 4, 5, 6 main ideas, and then you write your supporting idea, and then supporting detail or point, supporting detail, and third supporting detail. Notice that you have an idea, and bang, bang, bang. You have all this research that goes in supports and supports and supports. Alright? If your research was on, if I study and give chocolate to my professor, I will get an A. That's your thesis. So what's the first idea? Bang. And then your first supporting detail? Bang. So you have to have all the research that shows that this is true. And then second subordinate to the main idea, and supporting. Then you have maybe another main idea, and you would go here. So this is just an example. And you can just copy this and fill it in yourself. But again, don't stop at 2. You may have 3, 4, 5 main ideas. And if you go to Blackboard, and in this folder here, important documents to help you get an A, you'll find the planning and drafting an outline. When you click on, it looks just like this. Alright, so you can use that. It's a Word document, so you can fill it in as well. So going back to the discussion board, so this 3 here is your draft, and read this carefully. Okay, complete 2 activities. This was given to you last week to think about, and just write a reflection paper on this. So says be sure, so you choose 2 different types, not watching 2 movies or reading 2 poems. Write a reflection about a page in total. 1 page total. Okay, don't go nuts. 1 page total. In Word. Remember everything in Word, my PDF friends, and you know who you are. And how has this added to your work on your paper? Okay, and it could be again a poem, short story, short play, historical event. Explore it, read about it, watch a TV show, movie related to your topic. Many of you have done that already. An art or photography exhibit. These are just ideas. If you're not sure, write to me, and we'll make sure that what you have for an idea is good. So this is quite extensive, I know that, and you're going to send this in a Word document. So you can send a separate one for, well, I'm going too far, one for your 5 new resources, one for your outline, and one for your activities. Okay, so that's 3 basic parts of this week's assignment. Or you can put it on one, but it has to be a Word document. Okay, goes under discussion 6 by Friday, October 19th, and you respond to a student's post by October 24th. Let me show you a couple of things here. Papers. So this is a paper on this topic right here, and just Googled it and found it. And I want you to show what they did for, you should have, never mind the abstract right now. We're going to talk about this paper again next week as you start writing your draft. But they have an introduction. So they tell us what the idea is. They define their topics. And then they do a literature review. So that's another heading. Okay? And under this is critical pedagogy. So you can look at their headings as their separate separate pieces of the outline. Okay? Their methods, what did they do? They told you where they found all of the things and how to, now you may not be doing this. That would be statistics and results. So this is just a different type of paper. And going to this type of paper, again, this is social justice paper. So they have an introduction. You skip the abstract. The abstract is the last thing you write. Okay, so don't worry about that right now. Introduction. Okay, what are we talking about? Then they review the literature. Alright, they also have a methods, and then the findings. Okay, bang. So you notice when they write their papers, now again I'll be talking about this, is that they have, look at all this, they have all of these statements, and it's supported by resources, okay? So they don't have an empty paragraph with nothing in it. Everything they say is supported. So when you go back to your outline, let's see what the supporting detail is. What research do you use, or what research is that you use. You can use more than one study to support a detail. In fact, the more you use, the better and stronger your contention is. Okay? So that's what it is, and if you notice at the end, if we ever get to the end, there's the references section right there, references, and they should have had this on a separate sheet. That's the APA format, but you can see that they have the same thing here. So look at all theirs, and so that's an example, and that's part of the work for this week. I know this is long, but we're preparing you for starting to write a draft, and then you're going to be starting to write and write and write. Welcome to Senior Seminar, folks. That's what it is. I hope you have a good weekend. Thank you.